Hello, this is John with Easy and Inexpensive, and today I'm going to give you a trick for felling trees. Um, so over the years I've felled thousands of trees, and 95% of the time I can get them to fell where I want them to. That's even if I don't care that much, if there's nothing to hit. But if you make a mistake felling a tree, especially like today where I have a couple windows and a deck, you've created yourself a lot more work, and I don't want to spend 2 days replacing a window and $500. And I've worked with a lot of people over the years that are good tree cutters, and they're the same way. They can fell a tree 99% of the time where they want, but I've seen trucks get hit, trailers get hit, wires taken out, and it's just not worth the risk, because this takes just a couple of minutes, and it's real easy. So first thing, you don't have to get the rope way up there. When I first started doing this, I'd get out an extension ladder and go to the top of the tree and tie a rope up there, and I find the pressure that you can put on a rope just 8-10 feet up, that's enough. So there's a couple ways to get a rope up there. The easiest is just kind of throw it up there, and that worked pretty well. I have a shovel and a rake here in case I did have more trouble. I could have used the shovel to kind of push it over or pull it down. The second part's going to be easy because I'm just going to throw it over the limb there. But I'll keep the film running because I want to see how long this takes. So we'll give you a time of how long it takes. I'll talk a little bit and see how long it takes. Talking about rope a little, a good nylon rope is better for this than a polyethylene rope, polypropylene rope. The friction when I tie the rope together, if you use polypropylene rope like this, you run the rope against itself, it'll wear out the outer jacket. Here's another type of a nylon rope. If you're buying a new rope, it'll say nylon right on the package, and they're about twice as expensive as a polyethylene rope, but they're worth it. So I've got the rope around the tree. We'll go in the direction I want to fell the tree. Let's see here. That's the tree I'm going to tie to. My sun's kind of shining on me there. A little bit of glare. So I'll go around the tree with the rope. You want to come back a ways. Just tie a loop in the rope. And here's the trick. Just grab yourself a piece of bark or something on the ground. Not too thick. You want to be able to break it. Stick it in a little knot before you cinch it down. Stick it in there and then cinch it around that twig. What's going to happen is when you're done and the tree's down, you're just going to break that twig, and you won't have that super tight knot. You can get these nylons or any rope, really, you can get that knot so tight that you can't get it out. I'm probably pulling less than 100 pounds of pressure on this, and what I've done is I've created a pulley system. Right there, where the rope is running against itself, is where you tear the outer jacket of polypropylene rope. You can put in a roller here, or you could just put in a quick link there, and that'll prevent that. But a nylon rope, I don't have to worry about it. I tie this off too. Same thing, just grab a little twig, stick it in there before I cinch it. That just gives me space when I break it and pull it out. It's just enough space so that I can get that rope apart. So I'll stop it now and I'll get set up and cut the tree, and then we'll come back and check the knots and I'll show you. Okay, so a little bit far away from the tree. You can see I'm wearing my protection, eye protection, ears. I like those little orange earplugs that are flat on each end, and my chaps. I didn't used to wear chaps. A friend made me wear chaps once, and sure enough, that was the day I slipped and I would have cut my thigh really bad. So now I wear chaps. So I'll cut it. Show you how the rope works. That's probably about right. Still got a pretty good hinge on there. My cut's a little lower than I would have wanted it, but I'm keeping the good hinge, which is part of what's nice about having a rope. If I didn't have the rope, I'd be like, oh, I need to cut a little more. I need to cut a little more. That's when you get in trouble. You start getting into your hinge, and then it swings out, takes out what you don't want it to take out. Never turn your back on a tree. It ought to just come down now. So not everything was perfect with the cut. The rope saved me. So let's see how tight this is. So I pulled that rope as tight as I could get it to put pressure on that tree. I just break off the twig, throw it off. Look at the space. It gave me about 1/4 of an inch in there. Oh, broke off the wrong one first. So this is the one I have to get first. Same thing, I just pull it out. Now that's loose. Pull that out. Run this through. Now this knot, which is the one that would really cinch tight. There you go. So, saved myself a lot of trouble if I had broken something, and I'll figure out how long that took and put it in there. So I'm going to give you one more tip. This is about how I almost cut my leg off. Always cut chainsaw when you're limbing a tree. Always cut with the chainsaw on the opposite side of the tree that you're standing. Like the day I did it, I was cutting on the same side I'm standing, and I stepped on a log and I rolled across the log. I don't remember exactly how it happened, but that chainsaw came right up here and just cut these chaps, but the chaps stopped the chainsaw immediately. Okay, thanks for watching.